Well, it's that time of the year again where people are going to get cold on the farm. So have a look here, look at all this lovely clover, the cattle just love this. Which have fitted quite nicely onto the tractor, stainless steel, matching with the stainless steel exhaust. Well, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This last week we finished cultivating this field, which we had potatoes on, if you remember, and I managed to set the green star up in the end, and I think we did a relatively good job and managed to get the field done the way I wanted to do it. And I pulled in some of these mounds on the side. They were sort of some big heaps of soil with stones where obviously the potatoes get de-stoned. So we levelled this out and this will be ready now for next year. And just next door from the potatoes, here we've got the sugar beet, which has made a really good recovery over the last couple of weeks because it was suffering through the drought for this summer, but it's started to come back now because we've had enough rain. It's been proven itself to be quite drought resilient this year, so there should be hopefully some sort of a crop of the sugar beet later on in the year. And then just next door to the sugar beet, we planted a few acres here of stubble turnips to feed to sheep and cattle over winter, and they've started to come up out of the ground. There is a little pest which I've only recently realised we've got a problem with the flea beetle at the moment. A bit more of a problem than what we normally have. It's difficult to say, you know, whether to use a pesticide for this flea beetle problem. We haven't really had too much of a problem with them over the years, but it does seem to be a bad year this year, I've just realised. So yeah, there is some quite bad damage there with flea beetle. There's also been a bit of a problem with the pigeons and the deer eating off the turnips, so I've got my bird banger out there to try and scare the pigeons off, but the deer don't seem to take very much notice of it. They just seem to sit there, so hopefully we can try and drive the deer off over the next couple of weeks. Okay, and I've just come down to some of our marshes near the home farm here, and earlier on this year we used the weed wiper and the Mashio flail mower on the John Deere, and I hope you can see behind we've got some cattle grazing here. We stock it with a low stocking rate. It's really cleaned up these marshes. I can't believe what a job the weed wiper's done this year. We've just changed the herbicide from Pastor, which has now apparently been banned, to Grazon. So I've got a couple of bottles of Grazon which I'm sort of trialling out at the moment, and we'll see how we get on with them. It's really been a transformative year, trying to bring back some of the grass and not kill the clover, which is something which we wanted to do, try and keep the clover in the grass if possible. So and then earlier on we cut down quite a few trees here which were crossing dikes and, you know, just bits of logs which were getting in the way of everything, and we've stacked it near the gateway, so we're going to bring that back in the winter, put it through the biomass boiler. You just have a look here, look at all this lovely clover, the cattle just love this, and our Shropshire ewes, when the sheep come through here as well, they'll graze all of this. They'll absolutely love it, so really happy with that. So yeah, tidying up the grass then, really. It's taken a good 3 or 4 years to actually to do it. So here's some wood. I'm trying to get rid of some waste wood. And then you'll just see here we've got some bales which I stacked earlier on in the year. We'll come and get these with the Manitou or the John Deere with the front loader later on in the year in winter time, and we'll bring those back to the yard, back to the farm for some cattle bedding or cattle feed. So. And then earlier on this week I was speaking to a forestry company. They were just cutting some wood near where we've got some cattle, and we're going to buy some wood off them for the long-term future, hopefully. So some wonderful sort of pine wood which will go through the boiler, go through the chipper, nice chipping wood, and it's a sustainable source, so it will be enough hopefully to keep our boiler going for at least 10 or 15 years, which we're really happy about. Well, it's that time of the year again where people are going to get cold on the farm. We need the boiler on to keep everyone warm this winter. So it's time to load up our first wood chip, which we made with the chipper a couple of months back in the summer months. It manages to stack up better if we can chip wood ourselves rather than paying the contractor thousands and thousands of pounds, of course, to chip the wood. So the more wood we can chip ourselves, the better. So the biomass boiler's really been a saviour this year because of the price of oil and gas due to what's going on in Ukraine. We're able to power up the farm, heat everyone's houses with wood chip, which has come off the farm basically. So yeah, any wood we buy in will pay the transport fee, and generally we get it delivered in at £60 a tonne, about £8 to £10 a tonne to chip it. So it sort of works out at around about £70 a tonne, and we use about 100 tonnes a year at the moment, so it's a relatively cost-effective solution. So that's the boiler loaded. Now hopefully this will last a couple of weeks. We've just got to go to the boiler to make sure that it's on and operational. And all you have to do is make sure this green light's on. The temperature is at 65 Celsius, bottom temperature is 59 as always, and then it will feed itself when it needs chip basically to heat up. Now earlier on last week, before we went to the Henham Steam Rally, I was talking to you about the customisation options for tractors these days, and during the week Tom Lee Engineering reached out to us, and Tom makes some wonderful mirror guards for tractors for protecting your wing mirrors. So I'll leave a link in the description down below for Tom Lee Engineering mirror guards, and you can find out about them. So earlier on in the week we popped these mirror guards on one of the tractors. So here they are. They're these wonderful stainless steel mirror guards. Whichever model or make you have, Tom Lee Engineering will be able to design some mirror guards to protect your mirrors on your tractor, and they also do add quite a nice look to the tractor. They're nice. They're a nice touch, and they're something which we'd wanted for quite a long time because we do a lot of road work back into our marshes, and sometimes you get a lot of lorries on the road who pass you and cling your mirrors. Really pleased with how these have come on. They were really easy to install. There's just a couple of brackets on the top which holds them on, and at the bottom there's also a small nut which holds them on there. So quite a nice, easy to install pair of mirror guards there, which have fitted quite nicely onto the tractor. Stainless steel, matching with the stainless steel exhaust now, to add a nice touch. So I'm really pleased with them, and we'll see how we get on in the coming weeks and months. So those mirror guards look great, don't they? They really match the stainless steel exhaust on that tractor, and I hope they'll last a long time. So with that, sadly, we've run out of time today. Do click that subscribe button, tap the notification bell to be notified when there's a new video. There's a new video every Sunday, so do keep an eye out for next Sunday's video when there's going to be some more exciting content. Enjoy your week, and I will catch you on next Sunday's video. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.